This is fingerboard grip tape. It's pretty important for most fingerboards, except for one thing. It just looks too boring. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I actually haven't been in the studio for about a week, so it feels good to be back. So this is standard fingerboard foam grip tape. It comes in a sheet like this and it's just foam that's really grippy. So one thing that quite a few different companies do to grip tape is add some sort of texture or logo to their grip tape. Now this is super cool because then you can have your own brand on a grip tape, or you can have a really cool texture that just adds a really nice feeling to your fingerboarding experience. But in order to get a texture on a piece of grip tape, you need a laser engraver, and they can be pretty expensive at times. So today I'll be showing you exactly how you can put a texture on a piece of grip tape and make your fingerboard look way better, because this kind of do be boring. So let's begin. So the very first thing you're gonna need is a lighter. I bought this at a hardware store for around $5, so they're pretty cheap, and these ones also have like a really powerful flame to them, and they can't blow out either. Never mind. You can even just use a candle for all I care. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is heat up a piece of metal. I also have this lighter, which is so much cooler than the other one. This flips up. It has a battery inside, flame like this, or just straight up plasma. Very cool. Why is this paper clip straight up just breaking? So we're gonna customize two different pieces of grip tape. The first one, I'll be using this pen spring. I have a pretty cool idea for this, but first I just need to stretch one of the sides to get that stretched out, just like this. It's also important that you're holding the metal with something other than the tips of your fingers, because metal conducts heat, and you don't wanna be holding on to red hot metal. So the idea is we're gonna heat up the pen spring, and I'm just gonna see what sort of like cool designs I can get. So a pen spring heats up and cools off pretty fast, so you might want to consider using something like a nail if you want to get like just straight textures. Nails just got that mass that holds the heat. The first thing I'm actually going to try is see if I can hold it like this and just press like a bunch of little round circles in the grip tape, because I feel like that would feel actually super cool. You can see how when it was the hottest, it went the deepest, and then as it cools off, it just doesn't go as deep. So the pen spring is definitely not the best, but we'll just continue using it. Now I did something actually very similar to this like last year, but I used a bigger spring and it felt so good, so I'm gonna see what the small spring feels like. We still got a ways to go, so cue the time lapse. So already this feels so good, and it has like so much more grip than it did before. That is something I noticed with cheaper foam grip tape. It just feels like it's not super grippy at first. You do need to break it in. But this kind of breaks it in and also gives it a cool texture, so it's a win-win. And you might see that I left the edges, and that's for a good reason. I'm gonna put this on a 34mm Bowl God board, and then it'll have the middle part with all those like little bubbles on it, and then the outside will just be smooth. So we'll set this up in a couple minutes, but first I wanna do the other grip tape. I'm just gonna bend this nail in a vise real quick, just so it's a little bit easier to work with. Our nail is now bent, so now we need to figure out what we're gonna put on the grip tape. I feel like if I just go back and forth over and over, that would give it a pretty cool look, so let's try that. It smells so bad. I'm pretty happy with how these look. I think I'm gonna set this one up first because I love the feeling of this grip tape. I liked it last year, so this one should be even better. Also, quick sneak peek of the new fingerboard drop. You guys weren't supposed to see that. Coming very soon. Stay tuned. The most satisfying part about setting up any board is putting the bolts in. These bolts are going to stick out so far because I'm using Tech Deck bolts. It's just gonna match the kingpin that's like sticking out way too much. This grip just feels so good. It's actually hard to explain what it feels like, but it feels almost thinner and like a lot more grippy. I know I say this quite a bit, but it feels a lot more responsive. Like everything I do with this, it just has so much texture to it, like it just makes the tricks easier. I think I might start using this board as my main setup now. We didn't get around to setting up this grip in this video, but comment down below what setup I should put it on and maybe I'll do it. I really want to get a DK board and maybe put this on it. I had quite a few people asking me how I do this, so I thought I would just share it in video form, so there you go. Big thanks to everybody who watched this video and also everybody who's subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers and it's not even the new year. Back in December we hit 20,000 only about 5 days before the new year, and I thought that would be like absolutely crazy if we hit 40,000 this year or like by the next year. We're already at 40,000 and just about to 50,000 in pretty much half a year, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you all so much for the support on the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button straight over there. One video down there, another one is over there, and I will see you in my next video.